Well, hello arcaders, welcome back to the Closing Hours channel. I might be saying, Arcade ES Maximus, that's my real name. Why did you start this video with well? Because I need to get comfortable talking, now shut up. Today, we are talking about the thing I want to talk about forever now, childhood TV shows. I have always had plans for videos, and maybe I can still do this, like, later on the main channel. I've always been fascinated with like video essays about TV shows that the YouTuber grew up with, and I today want to contribute to that because I'm sure there's someone just like me when I was younger who would love to hear about it. And again, maybe if you guys want to, if you guys like this enough, like all 15 of you, I love you all so much. If you all want to see a much more in-depth explanation, much more like processed thought, I will gladly go back and revisit the idea on the main channel in a fully scripted video essay. But today, I have down, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 TV shows that I thought about while in the bathroom. And I'm going to talk about all of them. One of them, if you remember from the, actually two of them you will probably remember from the, oh, what the hell? The, Cubo closing video I did. Um, and that is, and the first one is Wubulous World of Dr. Seuss. It was this like really weird cat in the hat puppet show. And hold on, I'm about to look it up right now. Okay, well, it was right there. Wubulous World of Dr. Seuss. It literally, what is there whole seasons? I don't know, it's a theme song. You know, I'll listen to the theme song right now to get some memories flowing through. Oh, it did not look this bad. It couldn't have looked this bad. Hold on, let's look at the intro theme for the final season. This! Now this is what I remember. Okay, that brought back so much memories. Okay. Were there only 2 seasons of this show? If I could... It's very hard to spell Wubulous, I'm sorry. There we go. Was there only 2 seasons? There were. Wow. And it's free on Pluto! And on Prime Video! Oh my god! Well, I have to watch it now. There's 20 episodes in one season. Goddamn. Yertle the King. You guys ready to watch Yertle? You guys want to watch something? Yertle? Anyway, yeah. No, this show was basically it took all of Dr. Seuss's books and characters from that and put it into made them into puppets and made it into a show, and it was very I'm gonna be real with you, chat. I don't remember a single thing about it. It apparently had 2 seasons and 20 episodes per season. That's insane. Well, maybe no, maybe only 8. This is confusing me. I is it is this show Lost Media? Wait, hold on. It goes from episode 3 to 5 to 10 to 11. It's it's is the Wubulous World of Dr. Seuss Lost Media? Well, no. It's on the some of it. Season 2 isn't on here, but 20 episodes of the show are on Pluto. Hold on. Is it? We can't really tell. I don't know. I don't think I have my DVD or probably a VHS back then. Yeah, someone in the Lost Media community, can you please let me know about that? I would love to help you on your search if I can. They have... Okay. There's something else I talked about this for a bit on my, I'm literally just thinking about things right now. I talked a bit about this on my Hollow Knight streams. Have you guys ever heard of Miss Spider Sunny Patch Friends? It's like this creepy ass spider show that I used to be obsessed with. There's 3 seasons. I used to be obsessed with it as a kid. It's also Roly Poly Oly or whatever. I don't see it on here. I doubt it would be on here. There is a lot of stuff on Pluto. It seems. Okay, there's one thing I gotta check on Pluto real quick. If it's on here, we'll talk about it next, but I doubt it. Next Friday. Yeah, there we go. Nope. It's not. Okay, so we're not talking about it next. Get screwed over, pig. You'll know what that means when we get to it later. Anyway, another thing I want to talk about is there's an anime on here called Allison and Leela. Wonder if that's any good. Anyway, probably not. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about Miss Spider, Sunny Patch Get Friends. If you want to better look at that, go watch the Hollow Knight stream. Which one I don't remember. Look it up. Yeah, Wobulous World. I honestly don't remember much about it. I remember bits and pieces. Oh my God, no! It is. What did they say? Episode 5 is Norval the Great, but Norval the Great is episode 14 on here. Lost Media Committee. If you yeah, whatever, sure. If you guys are out there watching this, please tell me if you guys have any leads on that, or if it's actually Lost Media, or if I'm crazy. Like, I would love to like be into that. I would love to like get into that search because I remember loving the show as a kid, and I will watch everything I gotta watch of this goddamn show. Do not test me. I'm gonna have to anyway. People want to see like an in-depth thing about this. Anyway, since I don't remember much about Wobulous World, we're going to move on to the next thing I have here, which is Maggie and the Ferocious Beast, or never mind. We're not gonna continue that joke. Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. I only remember because the dinosaur or whatever, the beast, had like a pepperoni pizza. I'm not kidding. Yeah, that's the only reason I remember it. Also, our school had a like big memorial on their wall of like a bunch of cartoons and kid stuff, and the Ferocious Beast was on there. And one thing I remember of the show was the fact that the Beast looked like a pepperoni pizza. That's all I remember. Genuinely, I remember nothing else of the show, and I don't think I want to. This looks bad. Maybe so does Miss Spider Sunny Patch Kids, but you know what? I can never hate the Wobulous World of Dr. Seuss. How could he not be? How can you have to be a fan of Wobulous? Come on, Wobulous, 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 Wobulous. I'm gonna say it so much. I'm not gonna blah, blah, blah. Yep. Anyway, next I want to talk about. I have a story with this one. Also, I remember nothing but the pepperoni pizza of Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. I'm sorry, I suck at this. But again, if I do a full video, I'll be able to rewatch this stuff, or I'll be able to. Like, yeah, I can't do it right now because I'm not making a video. I'm contractually obligated to only research things that I am making videos on. I cannot play any games. It's hell. Luckily my contract ends next month, so I'll be able to play all the games I want to, like Honey Pop 2. Anyway, Barney, Barney the dinosaur. Yeah, Barney the goddamn dinosaur. Listen here, listen close, listen good. Barney was a show that my father never wanted me to watch. My sisters, my brother, they did not like Barney. I think one of my sisters was scared of Barney as a kid. My mother, she'll tell you the story herself. My mother had a great run with Barney never being in the family until my grandma came in. One day my dad was at work and my grandma was watching me, or my nana as I call her because I'm Ohioan like that. We were, I guess she was watching me and she showed me Barney. And I guess I became obsessed with it after that. Again, I was like 3 at the time. Did you really expect me to have like memory back then? No, of course not. Um, well, basically I became obsessed with it so much so that when we moved, my dad got me my own TV for my room. It was like a big box TV. I think I broke it, if I remember correctly. I think me and a friend of mine were goofing off, and I bumped into the table, or the drawer, which was atop, and it knocked down and broke it, because it's a big-ass box TV. Ah, my eye just did something weird. It was a big-ass box TV. Anyway, I remember having, like, the DVDs. There was, like, one where, like, they were at a carnival, I think. Barney and the gang. There was the movie, you know, the one that Tom Scott talked about, and also, you know, Tom Scott made a good point that Barney could be a god. And the newest Barney show downright confirmed it. Okay, so basically, we have TV on for my dog, because, you know, well, he needs something to watch while we're working and stuff. So, I was free for a bit, so I went out to hang out with my dog for a bit, you know, play with her, you know, do dog stuff. And except sniffing asses, I don't do that. I'm sorry to disappoint many of you. Um, Me and my dog were playing. I looked at the TV because I had like Cartoon Network on. Not I think it was Nickelodeon. I don't know. But basically, there was a new Barney show that's animated very creepily. Looks terrible, but so does a new Dora show. I mean, look at Boots here. My God, what have they done to him? Anyway, um, I was just sitting watching like in the corner of my eye, like I heard it and I looked. Barney just like appeared out of thin air with magical dust, and he made like a teapot appear. He's a god. Tom Scott was right, and we all laughed at him. We all made fun of him, and he was right. That's the craziest part about all this. Tomsko was right, and he reviewed weird sex toys off of Wish. How does that make you feel? I love Tomsko, to be clear. I doubt he'll ever watch this, but even though it's Tomsko's law or whatever, I doubt he'll ever see this. I mean, come on, talk about Maggie and the Ferocious Beast in Wubulous World, Dr. Seuss. I doubt he cares. If he does, though, I mean, hey, Tomsko, what's going on, man? They hit me up. I'm kidding. Anyway, yeah, no, Barney was a dinosaur from our imagination when he saw what we call a dinosaur sensation. But regardless, yeah, my family had bad luck with me and Barney. I loved Barney. I also had like another one where they were like pirates. I have so many Barney DVDs. I could look at my closet right now and find about like 5, and with just like glancing in there. My tinnitus is going off right now. That kind of scared me. Anyway, moving on from Barney, because I have like nothing really insightful to say about Barney. I mean, it's a purple dinosaur. And I liked him a lot as a kid. I thought the pirate episode was really fun, so much so that CD is so scratched and loved that it is unplayable now. It's been unplayable for at least a decade at this point. God, I'm old. Anyway, next I want to talk about. I'm gonna go a little bit out of order. Actually, I'll save it for the end. I want to talk about Slug Terra. Have you guys ever heard of Slug Terra? This was a show. We were at the dollar store one day, and we found a CD for the show called Slug Terra. I was like, okay, sure, I will watch this because why not? I have nothing else to do. It became one of my favorite DVDs so fast. I would watch it before bed. I would watch it while going to bed every night. I'd rewatch it many times. I remember the mole, like the weird mole. I remember the blue-haired guy. I remember the slugs. I remember the slugs a lot, like the red slug. There's a blue one, I think. That doesn't really narrow it down. But I was obsessed with Slug Terror, so much so that every time we would go to the dollar store again, I would look for another copy, another like a disc too, because there's only one disc and it only had like so many episodes. I wanted to see what happened next. I was so intrigued, but could never find it. And by the time I could find it, or I did find it, I did eventually. I think I found it online. But by that time, I just didn't care. I was too old. I was like, whatever. So that's why I'm kind of hoping this video gets to be made, because I would love to be able to finish Slug Terra for childhood me. I'm not going to do it on my own time. It's like, I already watched The Big Bang Theory and have a good time with it. I mean, the hell, that's embarrassing enough. I can't go further down this rabbit hole without any good reason. But yeah, no, Slug Terror is a show I have a lot of fond memories of, and hey, if anyone else relates to that, I would love to talk, because I love Slug Terror. Maybe tell me something, was there a movie? I think I was just looking it up. I think there was a movie, and also, was there only ever one CD, or were there more? Was there only one, like, CD disc, like Blu-ray, whatever? I don't know if it was Blu-ray, I had a CD. I think I still have it somewhere. If I find it, I'll pop it up on screen here. But was there more, or is that just it, and why I could never find another one? Like, genuinely, I want to know. Anyway, moving on. There was a Blue Clues show that was purely puppets. Is it literally called Blue Clues Puppets? No, that's just an episode. There's a whole series. Blues Room? This looks like it. This would be it, yeah. This was another show I remember growing up on. I do not remember I don't even remember Steve being a part of it. It is apparently on Roku channel. Anywhere else to watch it? You can watch it for $2. Apparently they are re-uploading the videos with AI over it. This can't be right. It has to be like a fake. Yeah, yeah, okay. Skip to a part. It's like, are you hugging yourself? No. I've not been hugged in years. That's a lie. I'm very loved, chat. Look how big I am. Anyway. Yeah, I don't remember much about it. I just remember it faintly. I remembered it while I was like writing ideas. I remember Slug Terra and this while I was writing down ideas. Like, oh, I wonder if I could talk about that. Blah blah blah. Anyway, the next three are ones you've probably heard of. Actually, no. You know, we're gonna talk about the one you've most likely not heard of. Have any of you ever heard of the TV series Olivia? Now let me ask a better question. Have you ever heard of Peppa Pig? Now imagine Peppa Pig, but 3D. That's it. Olivia was like a Peppa Pig ripoff, spin-off, I don't know. I used to watch it to hell and back as a kid. Anyone I talked to it about, like, said it was creepy. I loved it. It was my aim back in the day. It's no longer on Prime Video, but Olivia plays the piano in the first episode. Come on. What the hell are we doing, Elon? That's the wrong person entirely. Where you can watch it on Tubi. Can you actually watch it on Tubi? You can't. Is Olivia lost media? So it's not completely lost media, but there is some missing gaps, it seems. Maybe. Maybe not. There seems to be a lot of full episodes here. But yeah, no, I remember specifically, I would play Mario and Luigi Dream Team while watching an episode of Olivia. And that is like the one big thing I remember, because I remember one time I was stuck on a bus. I had some medicine that helped me focus. I have ADHD. Well, I would have Olivia on in the background. I just took the applesauce because my parents would put it in the applesauce and I'd eat it. And I beat the final boss while watching Olivia, and I remember it was a part where I think she was trying to fix a toy she broke, or a stuffed animal that she ripped apart, and she's like scourging through a box trying to find something to fix it with. I think she glued it. I could be wrong. Anyway, yeah, anyone remembers that, please. And if it is, I don't think it's lost media, because the YouTube channel has a crap ton of videos. Who played Olivia? Emily Gray. She's 29. She doesn't seem to have, any... She's only done Olivia. Really? What the hell happened to her? Oh yeah, wow. Oh my god. Trickety, that came out in 2012. Oh god, I'm young. I remember Trickety Talk for a bit. I was getting older by the time this came out, so I don't remember too much about it. But Trickety Talk is pretty up there. I didn't remember it when writing this, but it is one of the things I think back to every now and then. It was like these kids who would go into a clock world, and there'd be a cow, and they'd have funny voices. There's also Wow Wow Wubsy and Max and Ruby home. When did 2012, 2019? God damn, when until 2019? Okay, so I was talking to Lucas earlier. He's making fun of me right now. Lucas, TGP, whatever. I was complaining about, we're about to watch the Daredevil TV series. I'm like, an hour-long episode? That kind of sucks. And then I told in the group chat that I just watched an entire episode of Big Bang Theory, and he said, complains about hour-long TV shows, but we'll watch a whole season of Big Bang Bazinga. Thanks, TGP. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. I got distracted there. Yeah, Max and Ruby going for that long is insane. Wow Wow Wubsy's another one I remember fondly. There's also like the Mario TV shows. Of course, Jam James. LeBron James was in Wow Wow Wubsy. Oh my god. Is that blood? Oh, Wubsy's bad day. It's a creepy pasta. Bubsy got a little crazy. That'd have to be something I watch for the video I've ever do one about the big childhood things video. Anyway, yeah, I remember Wow Wubsy a bit, but I'm getting off the list now. I want to go down to two you have most likely heard of, and then one you've definitely heard of. Starting with Yo Gabba Gabba. I have a story with Yo Gabba Gabba. Despite, still quoting the songs to this day, because my dad reminds me of them a lot, like, try it, you don't like it, blah, blah, blah. It was a thing he used to make me try stuff I didn't like back when I was a kid. He still used it to mock me, but, whatever. Maybe I'm still a baby at heart. Anyway, I remember there was a special going on in TV, and I wouldn't be available that day. Or no, I was available that day. I watched it, and I wanted to save it, because I really liked the episode a lot. It was supposed to be very special. I wanted to save it and watch it later. Or watch it again later. Because they probably would not show it on TV again. If they did, it would be forever and I wouldn't remember it. Long story short, I did press record, but not in time. I did not understand how it worked. And I just missed... I watched the entire episode once and I could never watch it again. It was like this big TV special. I don't remember anything about it. I think the guy took his orange hat off. I think that's all I remember from it. But yeah, no, I loved Yo Gabba Gabba as a kid a lot. And yeah, I don't have too many memories of the show, except for that one about what I was just talking about. Anyway, let's talk about the big sponge, shall we? Bob L'éponge. SpongeBob was a show I loved growing up. I had a DVD. I remember the episode I remember fondly, the most fondly, was the episode where SpongeBob or Patrick. It was the Valentine's episode, like season 1, I think, where I think SpongeBob didn't give Patrick or quote unquote didn't give Patrick a Valentine's Day gift or chocolates or anything until like the very end when like there's like the big chocolate heart, and I think like clams ate it or something. I don't remember. But basically, I remember Patrick was mad at SpongeBob the whole episode. And of course, Penny, Chip, all of that. The SpongeBob movie. The first movie I ever watched in theaters, I think, was the second one. I was like a baby fetus. I don't remember. I'm not that young, am I? When did this come out? Second SpongeBob movie. 2015. That was 11 years ago. What the hell? Mind you, I'm 18. Oh, God. That does not feel right. None of this feels right. That doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. I am young but old. I have gray hairs. I've had a stroke. I limp every time I walk. I mean, come on, what the hell? But yeah, SpongeBob's a classic. Everyone watches SpongeBob, but I just like have these specific. I remember like the text episode. I just wanna go home. And then I remember specifically the video games. I had two: Employee of the Month for PC, and the SpongeBob movie video game. Employee of the Month is even my favorite game of all time. I would play it so many times. I would literally, I beat it so many times. I remember like literally most of the dialogue. I think there's a section where you get to get a umbrella or a parasol from a girl at the beach, and then there's a point where you're at the market. Mr. Krabs is naked, and I loved the animation. I loved the characters, the dialogue, the fun. There's a part where like I think you go to Squidward's like infinite. The place where like the Squidward town where all the Squidward houses are, the tikis. It's not Squidward's Tiki Land. Squidward's Tiki Land, but no. And there's like you have to like get stuff from Squilliam, I think. And and then you also go to that campsite where you have to like call someone. I can't explain that. It's like a crazy person. Like I'm surface level, barely scraping the iceberg here. I don't think I have the game anymore on CD. But I remember loving it, and I would love to have a way to play it again, like for like a stream, 'Cause I think that would be really fun. Like, good way to, like, I'm part of my childhood right here. And then there's one, actually, while we're on topic of video game, there's another one I want to talk about, but it's not SpongeBob related. We're kind of wrapping it up here. This is going to be the last thing I talk about, and then we're going to wrap it up. But there's a Clifford the Big Red Dog learning game where you, like, played the piano, I think. Like, the pie. I remember the pie specifically, I think. Let me look, Clifford, I have it around here somewhere. Big Red Dog game? PC game. Musical memory game. I think that was it. Yeah, no, it would be like at the... Is that it? The entire thing was just like... I don't remember half of this. I remember there was a pie. There was a pie, I think. Yeah, bakery. Yes, it's exactly it. You had to get like dog treats and like you had to get the song correct or whatever. I remember this now. Yeah, this is it. It was musical memory. Uh, yeah, if I could find a way to play this also, that would be great. Um, well, I'm seeing My Abandonware. I do not know how trustworthy this is. I have to look up. How can I play? I don't trust this. But my God, if anyone knows like a safe, good way to play games like this from like my childhood, I would love to know. But yeah, and good times, man, simpler times. Anyway, that's about all I have left in me for now. I love you all so much. Thanks for joining in, and I'll see you when the arcade opens. Bye bye.